Soundarya Lahari Sloka number 85. Namovaakam Broomo Nayanaramaneeyaaya Padayoho. Namovaakam Broomo Nayanaramaneeyaaya Padayoho. Thavaasmai Dwandwaaya Spruhayathey. Thavaasmai Dwandwaaya Spruhayathey. Asooyathyathyantham Yadabhihananaaya Spruhayathey. Asooyathyathyantham Yadabhihananaaya Spruhayathey. Pashoonaameeshaanaha Pramadavanakankeylitharavey. Pashoonaameeshaanaha Pramadavanakankeylitharavey. The series of meditations on the holy feet of Sri Mata are continuing. In this shloka, Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Acharya is presenting us with two meditations. One is a dynamic meditation, one is a static meditation, and some instructions regarding our prayers. So let us go to the dynamic meditation first. Sudha Sindhor Madhye, it is the Milky Ocean. Suravitapi Vati Parivrute, there is a divine vana, forest in that, this one. Manidvipe, there is a Manidvipa, in that you have this vana, Pramadavana. Pramadavana is her pleasure garden of Sri Mata. She is taking a stall early in the morning one day. As she is taking a stall, she comes to a place where there are a row of Kankeli. Kankeli is the Ashoka Vrukshas. And she gently touches those Ashoka Vrukshas with her feet. And they become ecstatic. The Ashoka trees become ecstatic and bloom into flowers all over the tree. And all this, Paramashiva is watching from a distance and is feeling jealous. When will I get such a pleasure of being gently kicked by the beautiful feet of Devi? There is a botanical aspect to it. In Indian botany, they are described techniques called Dohada Kriyas. Some trees respond to some. Like here, Bhagavad Acharya is mentioning the gentle kick of a Mahapativrata to the Ashoka trees. Ashoka trees bloom fully when they are touched by the holy feet of a Mahapativrata. Similarly, there are another types of trees which bloom when they are hugged by a pious woman. Like that, there are several techniques described in the Indian botanical science which are called as Dohada Kriyas. Another important thing is this event of Paramashiva being jealous to have a kick from Devi is not to be interpreted in the mundane terms. It is a mystic meditation. Time and again try this when she is taking a walk in the Pramadavana and touching the Ashoka trees with her feet gently, and they becoming fully blossomed. And Paramashiva watching all this, feeling jealous. So this is a kind of a dynamic mystic meditation. You go through this time and again. Then we move on to the static meditation part described in the shloka. The static meditation is on the beautiful, radiant feet of Devi on our Sahasrara, because in the last shloka we requested her to give her feet, and she has given kindly her feet, and they are there on our top of the head, Sahasrara. Beautiful, radiant feet with Thavaasmai, Dwandwaaya, Spruhayathey. They are painted magenta by the Laksharasa. So that is enhancing the beauty. Laksharasa on the feet, Devi's feet has two functions. It is erotic to Paramashiva, and it confers compassion to all rest of all of us. So let us meditate upon the beautiful, radiant feet of Devi on our this one. The third component of the meditation is upon the how we should recite the stotras. Namovaakam, Broomo. We need to recite them loud. Mantra japa is done rather silently, whereas the stotras are meant to be recited, repeated aloud. That is what is the instruction of Jagat Guru when he says Namovaakam, Broomo. So these are the three components of this shloka. Then when we go deeper, we realize that a lot of us are interested in the worldly things and waste a lot of time in them, which lead us to the pair of opposites, Dwandwa, Sukha, Dukkha, and all those kinds of things which churn our mind. But when we get the divine touch of Mother's feet, the whole life transforms, and we go on to the spiritual journey, and we try and overcome all the mundane problems and remain satisfied, happy, meditating at the feet of Sri Devi. A last word is these kicks, in Adhyatmika world, that is the spiritual world, beautiful words, pleasant expressions are the ones not only given for the instruction and progress of the sadhaka. Some gurus peculiarly choose to give abuses, kicks also. One such story is of a great yogi called Milrepa, whose guru used to abuse him and humiliate him, insult him, at times even beat him and torture him. Any ordinary disciple would have cracked and left the spiritual sadhana, but Milrepa persisted. Finally, when his guru kicked him out of the mountain, he became light as a feather and began to rise instead of falling from the mountain, and attained the state of nirvana by the kick of his guru. So this kicks also is a technique employed by some gurus for the initiation and the progress along the spiritual journey.